You feel it instantly. It seems like a normal person standing in front of you. They haven't done or said anything wrong, but just the sight of them makes you shake. Some gesture isn't quite right. The tone of their voice is unpleasant. Their facial expression. Everything seems normal, but something repels you to the point of grinding your teeth. You don't understand what's wrong. There seems to be nothing to complain about, but inside you're boiling. You feel a burning rejection, as if a red light is flashing in your head. Stop. I don't want anything to do with him. Now imagine this scary thought. What if the anger is not directed at him at all? What if you're angry at yourself? Yes, it's possible. In psychology, this is called shadow projection. Jung also said that everything we refuse to accept in ourselves, we involuntarily project onto others. In other words, what irritates you so much in another person is a part of yourself that you once rejected. You see this part in another person and hate it, not because it is foreign to you, but precisely because it is painfully familiar. For example, you despise his arrogant self-confidence. But hand on heart, haven't you yourself dreamed of declaring yourself like that, without a shadow of a doubt, at least once? His unhurried manner, his air of importance infuriates you. But perhaps you are simply afraid to admit your own weakness. You judge him for his coldness and detachment, but aren't you hiding the same feelings behind a mask of indifference, afraid of getting burned? It turns out that we look at others as if through a crooked mirror, broken into tiny pieces. And the closer someone is to our own reflection, the more it hurts our eyes. Irritation is not a sign of disgust. It is a signal. We cannot stand in others what we do not allow ourselves. It's easy to be smart, judicious, rational, but as soon as we meet another version of ourselves, an ancient animal fear of exposure rises up inside us. The brain refuses to distinguish between physical and psychological threats. Everything inside shrinks as if a spotlight has illuminated you. Look, it's you, only without the mask. You try with all your might not to notice the similarities, but that is what hurts the most. Because next to this similar person, your carefully hidden shadow becomes visible to everyone. And seeing your shadow hurts. It hurts a lot. Society teaches us to be yourself, but no one explains what it means to come face to face with the part of yourself that you try so hard to hide. It's easy to love your ideal image, but how can you accept the ugly truth that lies behind it? And then it appears in another person, uninvited, brazenly, staring you right in the face. In reality, you are not angry at them. You are angry that they obsessively remind you of your true self, of the version of yourself that does not fit into the generally accepted norms and rules. The weak, vulnerable, envious, insecure person. But it is precisely where it hurts that the real path to freedom begins. As long as you deny your shadow, it has power over you. Once you see it and acknowledge it, that's when you become whole. Our brain is a strange thing. It constantly strives for homeostasis, for balance. When you meet someone who triggers you strongly, they are not your enemy. They are your teacher. They show you where you still divide yourself into parts, worthy and shameful. And if you don't run away, if you don't dismiss this person, but are able to see your reflection in them, you will break out of this vicious circle. Irritation is not poison. It is a mirror. Whenever you feel animosity towards someone, ask yourself, what exactly did they touch in me? What pain of mine did they expose? It is not them that needs to be corrected. You need to listen to yourself, to understand yourself. You don't have to love everyone and everything. But if you only see flaws and shortcomings in others, then there is too much unforgiveness inside you. You judge others because subconsciously you hope to free yourself from yourself. But freedom does not come through condemnation, but only through awareness. The more you accept yourself with all your flaws, the fewer people will be able to annoy you, because there is nothing left to hook you with. You know your weaknesses, your dark sides, your masks, and you no longer try to hide them. And then the other person ceases to be a threat. They are just a person, just like you, with their strengths and weaknesses. Ultimately, you get annoyed with those who are like you, because they are your mirrors. And the clearer your consciousness, the clearer you see there is no enemy in the reflection. There is only you, imperfect, contradictory, but alive. Light doesn't fight shadow. It simply shines. If you accept your shadow side, your arrogance, your excessive emotionality, your fear, as part of your complex, living, imperfect self, then the person opposite you will cease to be your enemy. They will simply become a human being, and you will become whole. The secret is to take your energy back. Don't give your power away to external irritants. Use them as a compass. If something catches your attention, it means you need to explore it. This is not a weakness. It is a roadmap to your true strength. Allow yourself to be imperfect, to be multifaceted, to be contradictory. Stop being your own harshest judge. Only when you embrace your shadow, reflections in others will cease to be a nightmare for you. Perhaps this is what maturity is all about. Stopping dividing people into those you like and those who annoy you. Understanding that everything that bothers you about others simply points to the places inside you that still hurt. So next time, look at the person who irritates you and say to yourself, they are simply showing me what I have not yet learned to accept in myself. If these words resonate with you, write in the comments who has particularly annoyed you lately and why. Perhaps it is through this annoyance that you will finally see your true self.
Thanks for watching this video to the end. See you in the next one.